I don't know why I'm writing this. Maybe to make sense of it. Maybe because it doesn't feel real unless I put it into words. But it was real. I know that much. We shouldn't have gone into that house. It was Alex's idea. He always wanted to push things too far. One night, he said, we film everything, prove it's just a dumb old house, and get a ton of views. I wasn't even sure why I agreed. Maybe because I didn't want to be the one who backed out. So it was me, Alex, Mia, and Jake. 4 idiots walking straight into something we didn't understand. The Kessler house looked worse up close. The windows gaped like empty eye sockets, and the wood was rotting, curling at the edges like burnt paper. The door was locked, but Alex forced it open with his shoulder. That should have been the first warning sign. Inside, the air was heavy, stale. It smelled like dust and something off. Something sickly sweet, like rotting fruit. Our flashlights cut through the dark, catching glimpses of covered furniture, old picture frames, a grandfather clock that had stopped at 3:13. I remember that because it felt wrong, like the house was frozen in time. We set up in the living room, placing our cameras, trying to act normal, but something was off. The silence wasn't just silence, it was watching silence, the kind that presses on your skin. Then the whisper. I thought I imagined it at first, just a breath of sound, brushing against my ear. Get out. I turned fast, no one was behind me. Did you hear that? Jake asked, his voice too loud in the quiet. Ethan shrugged, probably just the wind. But there was no wind. The whispers kept coming, faint, curling around us like smoke. You shouldn't be here. Mia crossed her arms. Okay, I don't like this. The cameras flickered. The room felt darker, like the walls had shifted closer. Then, a loud crash from upstairs. We all froze. A long, slow creaking sound followed, like footsteps moving across the floor above us. Alex locked eyes with me. We need to check it out. I wanted to say no. Every part of me screamed no, but my legs carried me forward anyway, following them up the stairs. At the top, a long hallway stretched before us, lined with closed doors, all except one. It was open just enough to show a sliver of blackness inside. No one spoke. Alex pushed the door open. The room smelled worse than the rest of the house, like mildew and something old, something decayed. Our flashlights flickered again, and then I saw them. Scratches, covering the walls, over and over the same words carved into the wood. Help me. And then I saw the crib. It sat in the center of the room, warped with age. The mattress inside was torn open, stuffing spilling out like something had clawed its way through. And something moved inside it. Jake stepped closer. He reached out. A scream, not from any of us, from the house. The crib lurched forward, like something had thrown it. The walls shuddered. The shadows in the corners stretched and twisted, reaching. Go, Alex shouted. We ran, tripping over each other, slamming into walls. The air turned thick, pressing in on us. The front door was gone. Just gone. Mia whimpered, "It's not real. It's not real." Then the voice came again, and this time, it wasn't a whisper. "You took my baby." The whole house shook. The floorboards groaned. The walls pressed in, shoving us toward the stairs. Alex grabbed my arm. "Basement, move." We had no choice. The basement smelled worse than the rest of the house. Mold, damp earth, something rotting. Our flashlights barely cut through the dark, and then something moved. A child, crouched in the corner. It turned its head. Its eyes were wrong, empty, hollow pits. Then came the mother. She rose from the shadows, bones cracking as she stretched unnaturally tall. Her mouth was too wide. Her fingers were too long. "You took my baby." The walls shuddered. The air grew heavy. The house was closing in. I don't know what happened after that. I woke up outside. The sun was rising, burning away the night. My head ached. My throat was raw. I was alone. The house was silent. The front door was locked again, like we had never been inside. The cameras were gone. The others were gone. I told the police. They searched for days, but they found nothing. No sign of Alex, Mia, or Jake. No evidence we were ever there. But I know. And sometimes when I close my eyes, I still hear it. The whisper. You shouldn't be here.